KTAM 1095 MF Radio. Knife Tomahawk Axe and Machete Radio. The forgotten dimension of the second A underscore all God-fearing persons willing to war for freedom. This is your beacon station. K-Tom Radio is KTAM 1095 MF Radio. Knife Tomahawk Axe and Machete Radio. The forgotten dimension of the second A underscore all God-fearing persons willing to war for freedom. This is your beacon station. Coming at you live from San Bernardino National Forest with Nacho the Squatcho. With Nacho el Squatcho you son of via Boa. Or one-stop shop for cryptid hunt and esotericanente and heavy-ass steel apolito months. Galgantly got on Roddy Vetlache als Squatcho a you son whoever bush young stupingo for cryptid yak esotericanente and swore on store articles. Welcome to K-Tom Radio with Nacho el Squatcho you son of via Boa. Or one-stop shop for cryptid hunt and esotericanente and heavy-ass steel apolito months.
O celestis medice, et comes fidelissime, Sancte Raphael, qui tobie seniori visum restituisti, juniora per omnes suscepti itineris ias delucisti, et in columen conservasti. Esto corporis et anime meam medicis, helle ignorantiae tenebras, iquique in periculosa fuius vitae peregrinatione constanter assiste, donet me a celestem patriam perditas. Amen. O celestis medice, et comes fidelissime, Sancte Raphael, qui tobie seniori visum restituisti, juniora per omnes suscepti itineris ias delucisti, et in columen conservasti. Esto corporis et anime meam medicis, helle ignorantiae tenebras, iquique in periculosa fuius vitae peregrinatione constanter assiste, donet me a celestem patriam perditas. Amen.
Met Nacho the Squatcho. Een oproep tot actie via de vergeten kant van de tweede aap. You are listening to K-Tom Radio with Nacho the Squatcho. A call to arms via the forgotten side of the second A+ world mysteries from the abysmal hills wherewith Behemoth will traverse.
Je luistert naar K-Tamra.
You are listening to K-Tom Radio with...
Je luistert naar K-Tam Radio met Nacho Please Cuck Show. Een oproep tot actie via de vergeten kant van de tweede A+ wereld mysteries uit de afgrond te lijken heuvels waar Behemoth doorheen zal trekken.
You are listening to K-Tom Radio with Nacho the Squatcho. A call to arms via the forgotten side of the second A+ world mysteries from the abysmal hills wherewith Behemoth will traverse. You're listening to K-Tam 1095 Radio with your host Nacho the Squatcho coming at you live from the Seder-filled wasteland of San Bernardino, California. You've arrived amongst the few who have more balls than brains against the world and more of the same enemies that God has compared to douchebags. This is K-Tom Radio. Do you copy over? Libertarian axiomatic intrinsic innate God-given freedom in the pursuit of spilling the entrails of tyrants. This is K-Tam Radio with Nacho the Squatcho. We ain't right, we ain't left, we are upward, amen. Purveyor of free speech as far as the godless globalist aristocracy has calibrated the system to allow to leak out. Be here to pacify time with morbid wisdom. You are listening to K-Tom Radio, the purveyor of free speech as far as the godless globalist aristocracy has calibrated the system to allow to leak out. Be here to pacify time with morbid wisdom. You are listening to K-Tom Radio, the purveyor of free speech as far as the godless globalist aristocracy has calibrated the system to allow to leak out. Be here to pacify time with morbid wisdom. You are listening to K-Tom Radio, the purveyor of free speech as far as the godless globalist aristocracy has calibrated the system to allow to leak out. Be here. Purveyor of free speech as far as the godless globalist aristocracy has calibrated the system to allow to leak out. Be here to pacify time with morbid wisdom. You are listening to K-Tom Radio, the purveyor of free speech as far as the godless globalist aristocracy has calibrated the system to allow to leak out. Be here to pacify time with morbid wisdom. You are listening to K-Tom Radio, the purveyor of free speech as far as the godless globalist aristocracy has calibrated the system to allow to leak out. Be here to pacify time with morbid wisdom. You are listening to K-Tom Radio, the purveyor of free speech as far as the godless globalist aristocracy has calibrated the system to allow to leak out. Be here to pacify time with morbid wisdom. Libertarian axiomatic intrinsic innate God-given freedom in the pursuit of spilling the entrails of tyrants. This is K-Tam Radio with Nacho the Squatcho. We ain't right, we ain't left, we are upward, amen. Libertarian axiomatic intrinsic innate God-given freedom in the pursuit of spilling the entrails of tyrants. This is K-Tam Radio with Nacho the Squatcho. We ain't right, we ain't left, we are upward, amen. Libertarian axiomatic intrinsic innate God-given freedom in the pursuit of spilling the entrails of tyrants. This is K-Tam Radio with Nacho the Squatcho. We ain't right, we ain't left, we are upward, amen. Libertarian axiomatic intrinsic innate God-given freedom in the pursuit of spilling the entrails of tyrants. This is K-Tam Radio with Nacho the Squatcho. We ain't right, we ain't left, we are upward, amen. Libertarian axiomatic intrinsic innate God-given freedom in the pursuit of spilling the entrails of tyrants. This is K-Tam Radio with Nacho the Squatcho. We ain't right, we ain't left, we are upward, amen. Libertarian axiomatic intrinsic innate God-given freedom in the pursuit of spilling the entrails of tyrants. This is K-Tam Radio with Nacho the Squatcho. We ain't right, we ain't left, we are upward, amen. Libertarian axiomatic intrinsic innate God-given freedom in the pursuit of spilling the entrails of tyrants. This is K-Tam Radio with Nacho the Squatcho. We ain't right, we ain't left, we are up. You're listening to K-Tam 1095 Radio with your host Nacho the Squatcho coming at you live from the Seder-filled wasteland of San Bernardino, California. You're listening to K-Tam 1095 Radio with your host Nacho the Squatcho coming at you live from the Seder-filled wasteland of San Bernardino, California. You're listening to K-Tam 1095 Radio with your host Nacho the Squatcho coming at you live from the Seder-filled wasteland of San Bernardino, California. Ham 1095 MF Radio. Knife Tomahawk Axe and Machete Radio. The forgotten dimension of the second A underscore all God-fearing persons willing to war for freedom. This is your beacon station. K-Tom Radio is K-Tam 1095 MF Radio. Knife Tomahawk Axe and Machete Radio.
Good morning, YouTube and fellow disciples of the Blade. I apologize for this stupid, worthless object right here called the sun. It's the most deadliest thing in Southern California. Southern California, so we're in America, right? Let me tell you guys what's going on. So, we're America, and we believe in freedom, and we are knife enthusiasts. Knife channels are a niche little genre of people who are showcasing to you guys the best kind of bushcraft, tactical, survival blades. And I'm always here touting that Joe X's channel is the best at those things. Tangent. I really apologize. This video isn't going to do Joe X any justice. I didn't plan anything, and it needs to be said, though, that all the other knife channels were predominantly American. I'm pretty sure Joe X's fan base is predominantly American. When I know, not only is Joe X the poster boy for, he should be the poster boy to progress knife channels to become mainstream, and the rest of us knife influencers, albeit I'm a very small channel and I'm the only real American, because the rest of these knife channels, as I tout Joe X is the best, it doesn't mean that they have no value in their channels. A lot of all these other channels, they'll teach you the ins and outs of the blade, where Joe X is a one-trick badass fucking show, right? And he's like an action star. He's very entertaining. And us American knife influencers, we know that Joe's government, you know, most of us American, freedom-fighting, blade-loving, gun-slinging Americans, we are what they call libertarians. We hate the government. And Joe X all the time is being fucked with by the government on the behest of what they call them. They're the Karens. And I'm the only American channel that understands that we need to push Joe's story out to the forefront, because not only does he symbolize the best of our genre of knife-slinging American freedom-fighting libertarians, he's a prime example. He brings a lot of eyeballs to what we're doing, and none of y'all is sticking up for him because you're worried about getting your channel monetized. You're some fat, family-oriented sons of bitches that are more scared of your old lady whooping your ass and taking you for divorce and screwing Tyrone and Chad and whatnot to punish you for having an extraneous and superfluous hobby called wilderness survival or tactical or bushcraft or survival knives, and you're so scared of maintaining your monetized position that you ain't gonna be a real freedom fighter, libertarian American, and iterate that Joe X is constantly fucked with by the government, and the tyranny of the government pressed upon him is coming to a local state near you. Now, I don't know how political yuns are, but I'll take it if you care about guns and knives and freedom, and if you like Joe X, you embody You embody some badass ethos, having badassness, and you should be concerned. You should be concerned that all of Europe has these stupid laws that are letting the women get touched in the street very, very violent like. And then there's here women that pick up an axe and pick up their tomahawk or a knife, and instead of their own government and their own patriarchy or system or whatever you want to call it, sticking up for their own people, they just illegalize and they cancel and they make you not be able to own the accoutrements, look at them guns, the proper accoutrements of being able to wreck some Saracen ass. Joe X ain't allowed to say Saracen, man. Y'all got these, what they call an immigration problem that they what's it called? That you gotta hide your wife, you gotta hide your kids. They rap everybody out there, and you don't care. You ain't sticking up for. You have an opportunity to iterate that Joe X is the freedom fighter. He's the fucking tip of the spear. He's the most victimized, badass, unfair, fucked with individual by an oppressive, government stupid ass regime that should know by now that free speech, the freedom to bear arms under the confines of unmurderous intentions, is a God-given innate right for us all. America's supposed to be like that, but we don't even stick up for our own people, motherfucker. And I don't mean to joke and shit. I'm not trying to be fucking lame or entertaining. I'm saying that if you don't know, Joe's being fucked with by his government again, and nobody's making any videos about how they're trying to fuck everybody again. They took his guns, they took his knives, because he was giving a good show. He taught us all about the GSM conspiracies and how all this made in China crap and all these knives that says you could depend on them with your life, but their heat treat sucks. And you'll be out here in a survival situation and you'll know what proper accoutrements you ought to bring because Joe X made that metal sing. And nobody's sticking up for him. If you just tuned in, we got this fella named Joe X. He lives in Austria. He's fighting for his country. He's in their army. He's a fucking cool dude. And they're mad at him. They're mad at him for expressing his opinions that he rightfully earned by defending his own country. They won't even let him exercise in his own backyard, motherfuckers. And then you got these other Yankees. You got these other Yankee influencer YouTube knife channels. And they're so afraid of getting demonetized. They're so afraid of their fat lady getting mad at them for having a supposedly superfluous hobby called knife collecting. You see, me and Joe are eternal fucking monsters of the wilderness, and we fight our battles alone. Nobody's making us a sandwich. Nobody is washing our fucking scrotum in the middle of the night and calling us baby and making us weak little simping cooked fucking I want to be monetized. I want to be a part of the system little bitches like y'all, and you're not getting off your ass. Your fellow knife influencers, your fellow knife channels, okay? I got a lot of faith in you. Jacob B. Peterson from Prepper Bunkers Outdoors. That fella right there that I just mentioned, his politics is right about everything. And he stood up for Joe X a long time ago. Because you see, Joe X's neighbors don't like him because he exudes something called the testosterone. He exudes something called freedom. And he's almost fucking dying on his videos and getting killed, giving us a good show. He's way underrated. And not only what I'm trying to get at is Joe X should be the poster boy and trying to deliver a knife, niche, fetish, job, occupation, trade, guild, knife guys, whatever the fuck we are. Joe X is the most popular, entertaining, controversial, and he got the balls. He's got the balls to say what yuns are too afraid to say because your old lady's gonna kick your ass and tell you, get in here and stop playing with those blades, you little bitch. I'm making a sandwich for you until you get back employed, you motherfuckers. So Joe X is in trouble with his government again. They're trying to take his job. They can't take his balls. Joe X was talking about something about you gotta give up your uniform. You earn that uniform. I wear this here BDUs because it's very comfortable and I could put all sorts of things in here. I could put switchblades, I could put guns, I could put drugs, I could put accoutrements that fucking holler back at fat bitches. I could do all that shit in my BDU. And Joe X is such a humble dude that he thinks he has to surrender all his tactical gear like that. No, hell no, he ain't laying down. He never let down, motherfuckers. But I'm here to try to make a change. All your other knife influencers, that's you. That's you, Mr. fucking 4 foot drops down a bay all day. That's you, Mr. Choir Boys. That's you, Pistol Pete. That's all yuns. Y'all need to form together, fuck your monetized shit, and start speaking up and start saying, fuck that shit. Cause I'll tell you, buddy, I'll tell you right now, in the name of Jesus, right here, then there, almost in 2026, we got a lot of political upheavals going on. People think it's a problem with the Jews. People think it's a problem with black people and white people fighting about Republicans and left and right and shit. Really? We're all the same. We bleed red. We're all trying to hold down a job. We regret our wife getting fat when she decided to be temporarily monogamous. And we're just trying to get through life. And really what the enemy is that's making us divide against us all and trying to focus up the ass is the fucking government. The fucking government. And all your other Yankees that are students of the steel, with your Glocks, with your armor lights, with your Krishnikovs, your fucking blades, your fucking ethos to fight with us for right and with freedom. You're sitting there trying to get monetized. You ain't getting involved. You ain't being a real American. You ain't taking your vitamins. You ain't saying your prayers. You don't really believe in the red, white, blue. Because if you did, you would speak up and you'd be like, hey, fuck that. It's always the government. We live in a day and age where we got all this technocracy. Everything's on what they call a grid. And the system, the globalist, elite lizard people, the Nephilim, the aliens, whatever you want to fucking call the Jeffrey Epstein, pedophiliac, dick-sucking fucking gods of this world, they know. It's so easy to put us on a grid. They'll just label you a terrorist. They'll label you an illegal. They'll label you some kind of malefactor. It could be right, it could be left. It's the same thing. All these stupid fucking, they call them Republicans in my country, they suck the dicks of Ronald Reagan, and you ain't Christian supposedly, and you ain't a good guy if you don't like Ronald Reagan and say he's the best president there was. Ronald Reagan was one of the first guys to try to legalize citizens from owning fucking machine guns. Now what kind of tyrant doesn't want its sons to be able to defend themselves and honor and preserve the traditionalism of their national plights, supplications, ethos, and fucking traditional values? That's some scary shit, because I don't know. I remember back in the day when these cute sluts were down on their luck. I was big dad of socialism. I was big daddy communist, and they were on mine, and I needed my resources and I couldn't go nowhere. That's how communism is. That's how socialism. I ain't saying that we shouldn't be a nation or a people that help other people that need a helping hand. That's another story. But we all know from that there called the History Channel, that when the government tries to be up your ass that much, eventually people get killed. They get killed, and the problem is that it's like this. When people finally get killed, it's like a couple politicians in the end. It's like millions and millions of regular people in the beginning. But we live in a day and age where people just want to jack off, listen to Netflix, and listen to weak beta male, fake alpha male, wannabe gangster, stupid ass, fucking retard shit. And they pick their dick, and they can't wait to go home and just watch Netflix and jack off when their fat wife is asleep. They don't contribute to shit. They want to get monetized. They're not trying to make Joe the fucking god of knives so we can all get more money by him pushing to the mainstream our little genre. And that's saying the Americans, they got all the short, they got the little gym muscles and the American flag, the blue lines, and then they copy having my flag, the libertarian snake thing, and they're like, we're for freedom, we're pro guns, but just sitting there, and when the government keeps fucking our rights, you do nothing. You do nothing. But California, I'm in California, and they trying to make Glocks extinct. Glocks. You know who invented the Glocks? It's these people, man. No, it wasn't the Australians. It was the Austrians. In Austria, the two most famous people that ever lived in Austria was Arnold Schwarzenegger and Joe X. And the world didn't like that. And it took the whole Soviet Union, it took like the whole world to do something about it. And in the end, people wanted to be close to Joe X so bad that they broke down a Berlin Wall just to escape tyranny, to be closer and closer to that man. And I hear through the grapevine that T, the hot chick from Cold Steel, because Cold Steel hired that simp instead of Joe X, like how you guys, you're afraid of your fat wives because you want to stay monetized. So you're not speaking up for Joe X. And so there they are, man. Where was I going with this? I forgot. Yeah, man, they're not fucking supporting, they're one with the system, man. What the fuck was I saying? Yeah, T from Cold Steel, okay? They won't hire Joe X, man. They're afraid of his uber machismo and his superior level of toxic masculinity. So I said, T, she said, fuck it. She's bringing this big old thuggish, ruggish, buff black dude on set at her job, making the other wannabe Americans all timid and scared, because she's like, if I can't have Joe, I'm gonna have to make up with that. She can't mate with elephants and shit like that. So now it's all awkward on the set of Cold Steel, right? She's bringing a big old Tyrone. She said, fuck it. She don't care about her dad's opinion. She don't care about her coworkers getting mogged on in the urinal next to Tyrone. She don't care anymore, dude. All because not only did they not hire Joe X, their fellow Americans that don't understand that he could be the poster child. He could push to the mainstream what we're all doing, dude. No one. I'll give you a fucking clue, guys. Like, only -5 people in the world really care about fucking knives, dude. They're watching Joe X bash shit and talk about how T needs to fucking ascend and test the iron rod of Joe. Because we're kind of sick and tired. The people who are Joe X fans, they actually have balls and the ethos of men. So we're sick and tired of seeing sissy ass bitches who don't do anything or stand up for their fellow kinsmen of freedom, inherit the good life, while hardcore fuckers like us have to fucking conform or die. And we're not about to conform. And I mean, the way shit is going, dude, I'm starting to pray to God that, like, if motherfuckers have to start rising up and bust a fucking Waco or a Ruby Ridge and let Mr. ATF or whoever the fuck is breathing down their necks know what's up, and give them a little warning so it's fair game that keep fucking with me, you might descend, not ascend, to the afterlife. And I'm gonna pray to God that when we have to, it's not murder, it's justifiable. It's like, you get the fuck off our backs, dude. Our ancestors bled for our freedom. We don't want to give that who the fuck are you? Fuck you. And furthermore, I understand we need stupid fucking bitches called, what the Bible called, tax collectors and publicans. People who accept not being liked by regular people, and they go suck the ass of Caesar or the system. They become a sectarian, they become a tax collector, they become the ATF, they become a Fed, and they fuck your constitutional rights for a guaranteed, easy, recession-proof fucking paycheck, while the rest of us blue-collar people and warriors like Joe X have to fucking get in line, conform, and be a slave to the little bitch order. Do you guys not care about history, that in the past, that all the governments that fuck with people trying to control what they say and live, how they say it, and what they think, or what they fucking believe in, or fuck all that, dude. You don't have a burning desire to say fuck you. I'm not gonna do it. You don't have a burning desire in your soul to say to the government or whoever, fuck you. I don't believe you. I'm not gonna comply. I'm not gonna fuck what you say. I'm not gonna do what you told me. We could go to blows with this. I will fucking die for what I believe. We don't have enough of that shit. Dude, I don't know how you grow up. Maybe you like to go home and you say, oh, fuck the politics shit. Can't wait to just jack off, go to sleep, go work my 9 to 5, go play some anime, fucking maybe eat some fucking tasty cream or some. You're fucking lame. Because that's not how the world goes around, and that's not how Atlas holds the world up. That's not how men conquered and subdued this fucking planet, so that you could be a bitch and just sit there picking your dick and breathing fucking air and eating food that you didn't even sweat for, you fucking asshole. So, really, if we're not in it together, we're all gonna get fucked one by one way or another. Or you could be a simpleton bitch and not believe in anything and put your thumb up your ass, comply until the government legalizes everything that you thought was fun, and your wife needs a 50 Shades of Grey or a Tyrone dildo because you're a fucking worthless piece of shit and it emulates, and your kids don't even fucking respect you. So, I don't know, I'm sick of it, dude. I'm pretty sick of it. Joe X is a pretty cool guy. Yeah, dude, honestly, seriously. So, if anybody watches this shit, you're a Joe X fan, just do Joe X a favor, and when you comment on other knife channels, these channels are not big. A lot of them won't see your comment, especially with new videos that come up regularly. Be like, hey man, quit being a bitch and say something about Joe X, or don't fucking claim to be American, or don't talk about politics and shit, dude. Use your fucking status, use your elevated platform to be able to try to make a change in the world, instead of just being a banal piece of shit playing with your fucking axe in the wilderness while your fat wife rolls her eyes, dude. With the superfluous ass hobby, you family man. Fucking, I live out in the wilderness, dude. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna wait for any kind of entropy. The odds of me running into Bigfoot or running into a pack of fucking coyotes or something are a lot higher than yours. I need to know. I need to know what the fuck the difference between, something that could poke, slash, chop, could bite. I need to know all that shit. How durable it is. If it's more for bushcraft, more for tactical. You could buy a Kershaw Camp 10. You could let American companies go out of business or start sending their shit to be made in China, and you could sit there and fucking watch your football and pick your dick, and you could call yourself American. You can get along with your fucking neighbors and your fat ass coworkers and say that you believe in freedom or that you're pro guns or some shit. Or you can actually try to get off your ass and stick up for people like Joe. This is bigger than knives. This is bigger than Joe X. This is an opportunity to use your platform that is higher than mine to iterate, not only during peacetime, that, hey, check out Joe X. He's the most liable person to make the knife community even half as popular as the gun community. So, and in times of war, when Joe X is always being fucked with, speak up, dude, because the government is fucking everybody, okay? If you live where I live, the government's telling you you can't have campfires, you can't have Glocks anymore, you can't spend the night out here, you can't be a man, you have to get a sex change, you have to suck off a tranny, you have to wear rainbow clothes. If you have light skin and you look like you exude testosterone, then you're automatically fucking racist. It's getting fucking old. And then if you live fucking somewhere else, the government's stupid. It's like, oh, you can't smoke weed and have the fucking Second Amendment. And then if you live 8,000 miles even more east, then it's Europe, and they're saying, oh, hey, I'm sorry that your little girl got fucking slaughterized by a group of fucking Saracens, but you tried to fight back with a tactical fly swatter. Like, you try to fight back with a fly swatter, so not only are you incarcerated and your killer is set free, but we're gonna make fly swatters illegal. I'm not talking about you watching and the interesting people, the people who give a shit, and the people who I'm not talking about Joe X fans. I'm talking about general people in public who say they're American or believe, you're a couch potato. You're a modern day, average, modernity, NPC, normie, nobody, fucking consumerism, spectator, fat piece of worthless shit. And you need to start trying to, if we all stuck up for each other, the government would fuck off. You guys aren't doing that. You are the fuckers, dude. You guys not saying, defending Joe, all the other fuckers that think you're American and shit. You have posterity. You have family in this state, dude. I was barely born in this country. I'm not going to elaborate. I don't care if you don't believe me. You have posterity. You have something to lose. You are supposedly Judeo-Christian, evangelical, American. Somebody fought in your family, in Fallujah or Civil War, or maybe you are an immigrant and you need to come here so bad for a better life. What is that flashing? And yeah, you're just being a fucking basic bitch, dude. You're not doing shit about it, man. You're the fuckers have something to lose. And instead of using every opportunity or getting mad in the slightest over injustice, you're going to remain being a entertaining, average, normie, NPC, tool, fucking cog in the machine, fucking cuck, fucking normie, average, NPC, piece of nobody's shit. You can at least enter the afterlife with the pride that when you were alive, you tried to give a fucking shit, but you're not even gonna do that. So fuck it all, dude. Somebody commented, I'm gonna comment, fuck yeah, dude, let me not be rude. Somebody's gonna be like, oh, fuck you fat, you're old, you're retarded, you're immature, shut the fuck up, dude, fuck off. So yeah. So I'm out there, dude, like, honestly, dude, like, you guys are weak, dude. Not Joe X fans, not people who agree with me. I talk a big game, dude. If anybody if I actually get popular, you don't like, you better try to fuck with me now while I'm young enough to fucking have a fair fight. Because I swear to God, dude, if someone wants to try to finally check me or peel my cap when I start getting older, I'm gonna be 5 times as pissed off. Let me see, guys. God bless, though. So, I'm fucking live with stupid fuck shit. You should be getting fucking mad, dude. I don't understand. I don't fucking understand. So, somebody's like, make it stick. Joe X is the man. You're the man, too, dude. Fucking A, man. Hey, Joe X, if you ever watch this video this far, I don't expect you to, watch all my shit. I have a very rudimentary, semi-boring channel, but it's a call to arms that anybody watching, go bug the other knife guys and start saying, hey, why the fuck is everybody fucking with Joe X? And why the fuck is they're not letting European women defend themselves with fly swatters against fucking illegal immigrant fucking rapists? right? Why do we have to watch what we say on YouTube when 7-year-olds can look up fucking Pornhub? Why are we so? Why are we living in this fucking day? And dude, the 20th century. The 20th century. If you're really religious about it's vulgar, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, Generation X, Joe X's generation, has so much more fucking freedom and balls to say, fuck you, I don't believe you, I'm not gonna comply, I'm not gonna do what you say. Like, we could fucking start shooting each other, you stupid bitch. We need more people like that in this fucking world. Because aristocracy doesn't know the struggle, guys. You guys know the struggle. You stand up to aristocracy in the slightest together, they'll back off real quick. They'll go back to the drawing board, try to make another psyop, try to make another lie, try to make another conspiracy to sucker you into enslavement conformity. With everything that happens on the news, somebody gets stabbed, shot, blown up, people get stabbed, whatever happens, whatever a news source is telling you, ask yourself, Chase Hughes, some really smart cop dude that interrogates people, ask yourself, what's the narrative? Is this narrative, is it trying to say something that limits my ability to defend myself or say what the fuck I want to say? Or is it going to help increase the quality of life, like make the economy better and increase the nationalistic fucking value of my country, my people economically as possible? If not, they're bought. There's someone paying them to fool you into. I'll give you an example. Everybody needs an electric car because little Susie wouldn't have got kidnapped. Then we'd have tracked it down right away. We would have disabled the vehicle. We would have located it on GPS. The same technology that's sold to you that's going to save lives. Oh, you won't lose your dog if it has an RFID chip up its ass. The same technology that's trying to offer you peaceful or comfortable slavery, conformity. I'll give you a reason. Let me explain. The same technology that I just aforementioned is the same technology that's going to be like, oh, hey, Mr. Smith, at 6th and Lincoln Street at 3 o'clock in the morning, you didn't stop all the way at that stop sign. We have that recorded on GPS. So now your points are your insurance premium is going to go higher, and on your license right now, for 14 days, you're not allowed to buy energy drinks or alcohol. You ever seen the movie Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone? I guarantee you, it's going to get like that, worse and worse. And you sit there in your comfort and your ease right now, like a frog, and boiling and water that's about to boil, all comfortable, not realizing that it's getting hotter and hotter. When we lose all our freedoms, and we live in a world where we can't do this shit, what's the quality of life? Why is it? I'll give you an example, guys. Maybe you like being a couch potato. Maybe you like the risk of getting married to some chick that might divorce you and take you for alimony and child support. Maybe you like being a slave to a mortgage. Maybe you think that it's an axiomatic need, that you need to have the bells and whistles of keeping up with the Joneses, the white picket fence and a green lawn type of life with a big family and all that, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. But I told myself a long time ago, I don't want to be a slave to some fat, grumpy bitch telling me what to do. I don't want to be so panicked to have to hold down a job that I hate. I want freedom. I want no strings, dude. I'm not talking about like just, I'm not talking about like Joe just using and abusing T from Cold Steel. There could be some fidelity and love in there. She could be incorporated into his harem, okay? So I'm not, freedom, what I'm trying to say is, I'm being silly, okay? I'm basically saying that traditionalism and conformity to family values and your nationalistic cultured ways of marriage and traditional, I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying for people like me, you don't want to have to answer to shit as much as possible or be a slave to a phone bill as much as possible other than your cell phone. Well, guess what? You're not allowed to do it, okay? When I was like when I was still a young man, I made a decision to move out on the road and chase my dreams. Because I made that decision, I have bought Glocks, shotguns, tops knives, work tough gear knives. I've done everything I wanted to do since a little kid, other than get a tattoo yet. Okay, I grew up really, really poor, and I was able to live an adventure and fucking teach myself things, and have man tools, because I chose literally to live out in the wilderness. And guess what fucking happened, guys? Okay. If you want to be a security guard, if you want to be a landscaper, if you want to be a truck driver, well, you can't with this kind of lifestyle. You got to get what's called a real ID. What the fuck is that, dude? Your social security number and your status as a fucking citizen is enough. What's his name? JFK said, don't ask what your country could do for you. Ask what you could do for your country. Fuck that shit. Ask what the fuck is your country gonna do about the shit that your people fucking demand. And where was I going with this shit? Real ID, okay? So if I want to keep going with this lifestyle and be a truck driver and all that kind of shit, to have a real ID, you have to have like a permanent residence. I don't want a fucking permanent residence, you piece of shit. I want to fucking travel. I want to run. I'm trying to be a Christian now, but to be funny, and this happened, I want to run into butter-faced, fun, Dominican, and fucking ghetto booty, fabulous chicks that are happy with a blunt and a 40 of Mickey's, to go to a cheap motel. Make sure you sleep with your wallet and your phone and your keys on your person, guys. They will take that shit and go out the door. You get the point. I want to be able to fucking, Pacific Coast Trail. Let me just go fucking go that right now. When you're a slave to rent, when you grew up what I did, you're not allowed to do that, dude. So I moved down on the road on fucking purpose. People, you're a vagrant, a bum. Yeah, okay. A bum that can afford a fucking Remington 870, not the Wingmaster, the original one. Okay, sure. Like maybe you want to get a nice watch and some stupid shit like that. I want to get a Mossberg. To each his own. For the first time in my life, I'm able to get that shit. Like, so now what? So to be a trucker or a landscaper or a janitor or a professional used toilet paper salesman in California, you got to go get a real ID. That means you have to get a permanent place. You're supposed to make 3 times the income. Do you know how expensive California is? Do you know how expensive the groceries here is? And then you're mandated to get this insurance, that insurance, that insurance, and that insurance. If you can't afford all that, especially if you're a legal immigrant, you could get all these subsidiaries and all this welfare and EBT. You get the point. But if you're a citizen, for some fucking reason, you're held to a higher standard. So that's why I'm sick of it. A real ID is an infringement upon the 4th Amendment of the Constitution. After 9/11, after the Twin Towers got blown up, all smart Americans know, and they don't do anything about it, just like they're not going to do anything to stand up for Joe X. That, look up the conspiracy theories. It's not a fake conspiracy theory. There's so much overwhelming evidence that the United States government under Bush or whoever controls them, pays them off, aided the collapse of the Twin Towers to institute the Patriot Act that everybody blindly signed up for. The Patriot Act was made to distinguish anybody ad hoc as a terrorist, right? So anybody can be considered a terrorist, and they can fuck with you anytime. 9/11, those 2 Twin Towers, all that was just an excuse to fuck over your 4th Amendment rights and to continue what Bush Sr. was doing under Schwarzkopf and the fucking, anybody more popular than me, take a picture, write it down, I don't give a fuck. Everything I just said, go to Prepper Bunkers Outdoors, Jacob B. Peterson. He could tell you all that way better than I can. He was a vet. I'm not gonna call him a kid. I'm a lot older than him. He's a good stud, man. And I have high hopes for Jacob B. Peterson. I know he's gonna stand up for Joe, right? Maybe he hasn't got around to it yet. I apologize, guys, because I wanted to make more videos reviewing Joe X channel of blades that I bought and everything else, but life is really busy, and we keep getting sidetracked by coming back to this situation where we have to address some political shit going on. I've been really trying to get out of politics, guys. I'm not gonna thrive on that kind of shit. My channel's not gonna grow with that kind of shit. But someone needs to say something, man. So I hope that fucking made sense. And if you're a knife enthusiast or not, please, it's not just Joe X. It's more people, of course. But you could start there, man. You could start by, Joe X's government. Oh, that's so far away, Austria. No, it's coming to a theater near you, guys. It's coming to a theater near you. Eventually, Gavin Newsom or some piece of shit or AOC is going to be president of the United States, and there's not going to be you're not going to have a Glock as a citizen anymore. You're going to have to get a COVID jab, dude. You're going to have to say stupid shit. You're going to have to say stupid shit like, oh no, my nationalistic beliefs are not superior to this other shit that's encroaching upon my land, my ethos, my people, my culture. So I don't really know what's your guys' problem, guys, fellow Americans and shit. Because, guys, see, I have no kids. I'm free. I can make my channel about, I don't need to fucking dabble in religion, politics. I don't need to be even more unlikable. I just can afford to have the balls that you say that you have, with your red, white, and blue, and your little blue lives matter flag, and don't tread on me bumper stickers. You ain't libertarian. You don't do shit. Because in America, we're a Protestant, stupid fucking country, and Protestants and New Age people, they believe all you gotta do, man, is think positive, man. You gotta have good intentions, man. And then your desire and reality, the universe, will make it manifest. No. You gotta get off your ass and you gotta spill some blood of patriots and tyrants. And the day that someone like me, someone like Joe, anybody says that straight to your face, that it's time to water the tree of liberty with the blood of tyrants and patriots, and if you get demonetized for that, it's time for the people to rise up and start whooping that tyrannical ass. But they're not gonna do it because the MAGA middle class, the Republicans, the conservatives, the Christians of my country, the United States of America, they're gonna give more of a fuck about getting through their stupid 9-to-5 to go home, jack off to Incognito Hub, watch some Netflix, eat some fucking slop, right? Try to get their wife to coax them to do her in the wrong hole because she's getting fat and they're gross and they need that fucking, we're a nation of degenerate fucking idiots that can't wait to go home and fucking jack off. And you're not American. You don't deserve to wear that flag. You don't believe in freedom. You don't constitute the shit. And if you some kind of, I respect veterans, especially Joe X, but the veterans of my own country that don't like me, you think you're tougher than me. You're like, shut up, civilian. You don't have an opinion. I fought for this country. And you didn't fight for this country, dude. You fucking took a valiant risk. You're a badass. We respect you. You are denied. You risked your life and you watched your comrades die and you killed other people who are also brainwashed by their government to inflict their agenda. You fought for your country. You didn't fight for your country. You fought for the agenda of your godless fucking government. It's still valiant. It's still valid. We still love you. You're still tough as fuck warriors. have even a more esteemed honor than us gladiators. If you don't think I'm a gladiator, you can comment, you come visit me. We make a little video with some boxing gloves, and I'll show you how this gladiators roll. I'm getting the credits and the credence of them, their warriors, like Joe X and other military personnel. But the problem is the military personnel in America predominantly think they're fighting for the people and God and country. It's not. You're fighting for some Zionist, Masonic, lizard people, Illuminati-ass alien motherfuckers, aristocratic, Jeffrey Epstein, sons of bitch, George Soros, motherfucking having, globalist, lizard fucking people, tyrannical, ape shitting pieces of fucking shit. You're not doing anything about it. We're not doing anything about it. We talk all this shit, man. While we're still healthy, while we're still allowed to have goods, while we're still pissed off and we got posterity, we got shit to change, we want shit to fucking change. Get off the fucking ass. Do I have to be the tip of a spear? Give you an example. Kyle Rittenhouse, when he killed two pedophiles, when he unalived two chomos, when he was walking around doing the American thing by protecting a community and standing up for all rights to have a society and civilization, when he got arrested for murder, it wasn't murder, it was righteous retribution, self-defense. He's a freedom fighter, he's an icon of freedom. He almost went to jail for life, and you know what happened? What would happen if Kyle Rittenhouse went to jail for life? All the MAGA, all the Americans, all the freedom sons of bitches, they might bitch about it, they might complain, they might shoot some Bud Light cans. They're not gonna do anything about it. When my friend on January 6th supposedly infiltrated January 6th, there was supposedly an invasion upon the White House of the government in America. It was obviously a lie. It's a lie that were invited in, and a motherfucker looked kind of like me. He was almost gonna go to jail for lots of years over some no shit, just of protesting pro-America. And you know what his fellow Americans did? They didn't do nothing. They didn't protest outside the courthouse. They didn't try to bail him out. They didn't try to threaten the government to release that friend on the account of some justifiable violence. You're all bitches! I swear to God, dude. And if you say I'm some silly scrub fuck and I don't know what I'm talking about, I don't have a right, we could box! I don't fucking understand the cuckery, dude. I don't like being told what to do. Until I was 6 years old, I was raised in what they call an overly religious Pentecostal home. I don't like unnecessary superfluous laws. I don't like rich bitch ass pedophile pieces of weak fucking nerdy geeky shit that never walked 1 inch in my shoe trying to dictate my lifestyle. What can I do? What can I have? Where can I go? What can I be? Fuck that! Why aren't you getting on the cause? You're the ones with posterity. You're the ones that have ancestors that bled in Iwo Jima, on Gettysburg, against fucking King George. You have ancestors upon ancestors that were born in this country. My fucking ancestors, dude, they fucking swam on sharks and broken glass and fucking hepatitis needles to get the fuck over here. And you have so much to lose and you don't do shit about it. Mr. Cops, police, authority figures that thought you were too good to become a blue collar, instead of like, taking over the dad's business, or becoming I want to boss people around and have the dignity and be a fucking clean cut, fucking whatever, for an easy, guaranteed, recession-proof paycheck, and get free donuts and be more esteemed than blue collar people. I got news for you guys. I'm praying to the good Lord. I'm praying to the good Lord. So you already took our guns. I live in California, right? If Gavin Newsom or anybody else wants to take my knives, my survival tools to make it out here, you trying to dictate what I can. if you ever try to take that shit out of my cold dead hands, dude, I'm praying to God I can retaliate, wake up in Valhalla, and not go to hell for it. And it's your own fault for being a bitch. You could, dude. Really? I'm just like, oh, it's so easy to talk behind a keyboard, Mr. Weirdo with your fucking cow horn. I live in Southern California, motherfucker, dude. I'm not hard to find. We can make a video. We could fucking really box, dude. And you better hit me up soon while I'm still young. You do it when I'm not fucking in shape, I will be 5 times more pissed off. I'm not trying to be cool, guys. I really take at face value what I believe in, and you're a lark. You're a lark. But I swear to God, dude, if you fuckers who are conformist, fascist, recession-proof paycheck motherfucking having asses, if you want to keep fucking civilians out of their constitutional rights, and you keep demonizing stupid shit like blades and weed, I pray to God you get your cap peeled back, fool. I really do. I hope that person doesn't wake up in hell. I'm sick of it, dude. The tree of liberty needs to be watered with fucking blood already. You could say I talk a big game. Oh, you weren't in the military. Shut up, civilian. Well, dude, I'll fuck you up, dude. This is civilian life, dude. You're not allowed to shoot me, you stupid fuck. We have to fight with bare hands, you dipshit. Fucking family man, piece of fucking bitch shit. I'll fuck you up, dude. Anyways, but if you're cool, if you like Joe X, I'm not trying to be all Billy Badass, dude. I'm already unlikable. I don't give a fuck. I'm just here to iterate. Hey, man, if you like Joe X, you give a fuck about freedom, especially if you're a knife guy, a fellow knife influencing channel, you need to speak up, dude, because the government's fucking everybody. You know, we need to show the Europeans we care about them, and you should want. Like in Ireland, they got so pissed off after Charlie Kirk died, right? We need to show them. I'm not saying I'm like ultra MAGA and Charlie Kirk was God's. I don't know, okay? All I know is, even across the pond, they're getting sick of the government shit. We should show support. We should unite. We should show the Western world is fucking free. And if you live your whole life not contributing to that God-given freedom that's so rare, that was fucking so much sacrifice for, you're a worthless piece of bitch shit. You should look in the mirror every day and look down and know that you're not a man. You shouldn't be allowed to fucking screw a woman, dude. You're a real piece of shit. You're a bitch, dude. If you don't get off your ass and start fucking fighting for freedom in some form or fucking another, dude. I'm not trying to be Mr. Cool, dude. I'm not trying to virtue signal. I'm sick of it. Dude, you can't get any more free than fucking me and John the Baptist and shit, dude. I wear wild camel hair and eat honey out of fucking pussy holes in the saplings, dude. I really do live out here. I'm free as fuck. I have nothing to lose. You're the ones with posterity. You're the ones with ancestry. You're the ones that say you're some fucking Christian or traditionalist or American. Stop being a bitch. And when Kyle Rittenhouse or the January 6th dude, or when they don't give the Epstein files, or they try to make another fucking curfew, another mandatory vaccine, another stupid rule, another fucking weapon illegalized, another person canceled, another person incarcerated for just speaking up, dude. The blood is on your hands because all you did was go, oh, well, I have these fat kids that don't respect me on their phone all day, this wife that needs a black dildo, I work my 9 to 5, don't bother me, I'm some regular Dobie Gillis ass fucking motherfucker, I can't wait to jack off the Pornhub while my wife's asleep, call it a day, get up and go to Starbucks and embarrass myself with Dunning-Kruger to the fat chicks at fucking Starbucks, you dumb fucks. I'm not talking about anybody who agrees with me, Joe X fans. I'm talking about the nonchalant pieces of shit that don't even care or don't even wish they had the time, leisure, energy to even pray that somebody else will get off their ass to go fuck shit up for them, dude. Because your kids are gonna live like cucks. They're gonna live all conformist and shit. And I'm gonna be partying with Sasquatch and Nessie. I'm gonna have an Essie Hungles out there, And I'm gonna say fuck society, dude. You guys could deal with this shit. I don't have to fight for you. I don't have to waste my time. I don't have to get an aneurysm. I don't have to fucking sit out. I could make my channel about other shit. I could sit here and show off that I know how to box, dude, or some dumb shit like that. I could fucking learn how to play bass and try to show off the fat chicks. I'm here getting off my ass, trying to make a small dent in the world, telling other people to get off their ass to go give a fuck. And they can't wait to get off their fucking work, even eat a TV dinner, ignore their fat wife that fucking has a big black dildo, and then they can't wait to do it all over again in the morning when they're looking stupid with their Dunning-Kruger effect, with the nice courtesy from all the fat chicks at fucking Starbucks. Fuck it. I'm here saying that most of you family-oriented, couch potato, beer gut having, wanna be LARPing tactical, LARC-ass, wanna be MAGA, wanna be freedom fighting America, whatever. Every time some shit goes down that further fucks one of your brothers or further fucks your freedom, you do fucking nothing. But with the Democrats or the libtards or the socialists or the Saracens or some other stupid worthless shit that's even more fucking stupid, when one of their fucking bank robbers dies or one of their pedophiles, fucking store shopping bandits, fentanyl addict zombies, right? Once like a police officer has to pull their cap, then all the Democrats or idiots or whatever the fuck you want to call them, they'll rise up for a bum and they'll light a whole fucking town on fire. And if you're there and if you have to shoot one of them, you gotta get arrested, you gotta lose your job, you gotta hire a lawyer, you get your car towed, you gotta stand there in court, prove your innocence, while the other family of the ghetto fabulous fucks are like, oh my God, your property wasn't worth my son's life. Oh, he was just trying to take your little seesaw. He was a good kid. And then the liberal news media is gonna further push their agenda that, oh, white people are bad, guns are bad, right? What I'm trying to say is when the liberals lose an idiot, when the liberals get somebody who deserves to get their wig peeled and they get clapped, all the libtards stick up for that motherfucker and they'll riot a whole city and shut it down and burn it down. And the cops and the authority figures and the government is more scared of the false vindication risen by the assailants. They're more afraid of the detrimental acts committed by the bad guys than the innocent person's rights and safeties and freedoms are all there just haplessly trying to defend themselves. And you're not gonna do nothing about it. When the Democrats or the fucktards, the libtards, when they lose one of theirs over some stupid shit, they all rise up and they riot and they fight the government. But when the government fucks one of your brothers, as you conservatives, they're trying to fuck Kyle Rittenhouse, they're trying to fuck the January 6th dudes, they're trying to stop Joe X from fucking T, they're trying to stop us from being free. You don't do shit! All this fucking talk about, oh, we kicked out the English with a little bit of muskets, of blue coats, red coats. Woo! America, yeah! We beat the Nazis. We saved the world. The Russians are bad. We're good. Fucking, we're God's country, motherfucker. Oh! Shoot up in the air, and you say it's about that shit, but you never ever stand up for one of your own. You never get off your ass. Because my country is full of some stupid fucking New Age Protestants that think by faith alone and thinking positive thoughts and praying to Santa Claus Jesus. I am a Christian, I believe Jesus exists. And praying to Santa Claus Jesus after I just got done watching Baywatch and Monday Night Football. I'm gonna magically manifest positive change in my surroundings, in my world, and if it doesn't affect positive change, I'm just gonna sit there and go, well, the world is going to hell in a handbasket. I can't wait for the rapture when Jesus takes us all. When you're a dumb fuck and you don't understand that you can't manifest change without giving it some fucking blood and oil. You gotta kill. You gotta fight. You gotta risk. You gotta rise. And you're not gonna do it. That's why I'm sitting here trying to defend my friend Joe X while I'm sitting there jacking off doing nothing. I gotta spend my fucking time telling you to do shit you never fucking do. I don't have any posterity, dude. I don't need to do this shit. Fuck. You, fucking, what's your name? Fucking, Donnie B all day. Choir boy, dude. Scab. Where are you guys at? What's that? Well, that's that one dude. He shoots guns, dude. Look up Mossberg Maverick Meltdown. Okay? The gun community. What's that gun guy? Old guy. What's that old gun guy? Not just Paul Harrell. Paul Harrell, there's that old guy. He talks like this. He goes like this. He goes, handguns, they put holes in people. Rifles, they put holes through people. But shotguns, they take a chunk of shit out motherfucker and he throws it on the floor. I don't know what his name is. All those guys, all those fucking guys. Where are you? Where are you being like, hey motherfuckers. Hey, Mr. Europe. Stop telling the ladies they can't stab the illegal immigrants back. Stop, get up and tell Gavin Newsom that the Second Amendment is not supposed to be infringed. Somebody tell somebody, hey, fuck you. 9/11 was an inside job. But no, you have single crazy people like me and Joe X who don't even have kids. We don't have to give a fuck about this shit. And we're doing your job. What does that make you feel like, dude? We're doing your job. You, Mr. I fought for this country, I'm a veteran. Who are you, Mr. Civilian? You fought for the agenda of some Zionist global lizard fucks. You're not doing this shit at all. You're fucking stupid, dude. You're worthless. You're getting off your fucking ass, dude. Use your position to try. I have a fucking small channel and I'm doing your fucking job. You fucking moron. God damn. This is Nacho the Squatcho. This video is about Joe X. The government's fucking with him. The government's fucking with us all. And the rest of the knife community, you want to be monetized, you want to be professional, you don't want to be eccentric, you don't want to lose monetization. Jacob B. Peterson, you're the only one with balls. Prepper Bunkers Outdoors, you are the only ones with balls. You're the only one doing it. You're the only one that's going to be taken in the rapture. Fuck. You are the only one that Andrew Jackson and Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin sent the fucking Christmas card to beyond the grave. The rest of you need to fucking try to fucking help. So I'm just a small channel. I'm doing your fucking job for you guys. You're fucking welcome. Joe, the best of luck to you, homeboy. I don't know how you still have income to be like relaxed. Joe's like, oh, my own country's trying to fuck me and I don't know what I'm gonna do for income for a while. And he's just like, Fuck it. I'm not gonna stop being me. That is what Americans are supposed to be like, dude. But instead, you want to be monetized, play it safe, be like that frog that's slowly boiling in water until tyranny fucks you up the ass. You don't really care, dude. You're almost done with life. You got your boomer savings. You know, all you care about is coming home, jacking off, eating some fucking diabetic fucking shit, and trying to ignore the huge black fucking dildo that your wife has in her top dresser fucking drawer. I'm doing your fucking job for you, and you're fucking welcome.